Hey everybody, it's Angel and
Me?
and me
And me.
from Halo Inspirations. We give you inspirations to help you spread beauty and joy through your quilting journey. Happy Hump Day! Whoop whoop! Happy Hump Day! Look, I got the camel earrings on today. They've been missing for a couple years.
Oh,
We can hear you, Michael.
I got volume. Everything's fine. Don't worry about
Okay,
me.
so today a video dropped, and
It did.
yay! It's Quilt As You Go 2.0. So it's just another method. I really liked this method. It made it much more enjoyable. I had a good time doing it, and it was fast, and it was fun. I think I said fun in the video. Like, I should count it.
I'll go re-edit the video.
Well, actually, Michael, I took out ums and okays. Okay.
I'm just going to have a counter by the end of it of how many times I had to skip that out when I edit next.
I know, it was bad.
There'll be an counter in the corner. You won't hear it, but there'll be an counter.
That's fun. Yeah, took out those filler words because I said it a lot. And I was really focused, and I still, gone. Yeah, it was bad. But, oh, yes, thank you, Sherry. She liked it. Of course, I used...
Oh, thank you.
Oh, look at that. Somebody noticed your haircut.
Well, I mean, it was a bungled mess, so, I mean, I hope you noticed it.
That was really nice. They said nice haircut, Michael.
I said thank you.
Yeah, I know. It was nice, though. And then the great video from Sherry. I'm glad you liked it. I used white. And the whole time, I thought about you. because she loves to use white for her quilting. So anyway, it was a lot of fun. If anybody has questions related to it, minus Colleen, because I know that she had one earlier, which I'll get to in just a second. You can, if you're watching the hashtag replay, you can always drop them down below. But man, this was a lot of fun. And I got to tell you, the glue works phenomenally to help you get those things to like where they need to go. And nice and straight. Because if you don't use the glue, it's not that you have to have glue. It just makes it easier. But you'll have to be paying attention more about how that sashing lays over so that you can make sure that it's on there straight. So, but yes. So this is the finish. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, look, I don't have to stand up.
And I did say these were made several years ago.
They were
4 or 5, yeah.
I like your turn dash, even though it's with white.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's Michael's favorite block right now.
Yeah, it is.
So
I just want to do a bunch of those. Throw them together. Done.
But I could tell you my skill level wasn't the same, and it still turned out really cute. So I missed some points because my skill level wasn't where it needed to be.
No, everything's fine.
Yeah, it is. It's just me who's picky about it.
Yeah, and look, that's a good wall hanging.
Oh, we are gonna hang it in the shop for a little while, but I'm gonna put it on a table.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cute too.
Right.
Or an arm on a couch would look nice.
Oh, or over the back of the couch.
Or just in the corner maybe a little bit, so it has like a little. Yeah.
Look, you should be an interior decorator.
I have been told that many times in my life.
Hey there, Mom. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. You may have more. Okay, so one of the questions.
She said, "JK, I don't."
Oh.
Gotta read the whole thing, Mom.
Thank you. I told you she cracks me up. So I read the comments to Michael that you did on the video.
Lori Holt fabric. It is.
It is. It's
nice
flea market.
And it's also bee cross stitch.
And bee cross stitch, yes. But it's the old one. So it's actually bee backgrounds cross stitch. Because there's 2.
Yeah.
This one costs more, even though they look the same. Isn't that the craziest thing? Yeah, we have 2 bolts of it in the house, a gray and a brown. And a brown. Mm-hmm.
I know which one you're talking about.
Mm-hmm, they cost more. Yeah,
it's the same thing.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah, it is. And then this is QT Fabrics. The backing and the sashing and the binding is QT Fabrics. Floral something or other.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I have questions.
Okay. You have questions. Why they're more expensive?
I'm gonna ask.
Oh, I'd love to hear the answer to that.
Yeah.
Mm. So, but yes, good cat, Sherry. Sherry would always. Sherry loves.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So one of the questions that Colleen asked was if
you are looking close, you are too close.
It's true story.
Yeah.
We should go.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's
like you're 20 miles.
You
an
see
hour.
the points now? I didn't see nothing. Did you? Cool.
So, one of the questions Colleen asked is if I've ever used thicker thread on my machine for quilting.
Like 40 weight?
I will
like,
tell.
What are we talking?
Huh?
Like 40 weight or like more than that?
Well, 50 weight poly 3-ply, so it's thicker than the 50 weight Orfil 2-ply cotton.
Technically,
it
yes.
It is.
I mean, yes, but then 40 weight is even thicker.
40 weight is even thicker. I will tell you, I started, when I very first started to learn to quilt, I didn't know what I didn't know. And I started with Coates and Clark, and it was a 35 weight. It wasn't...
Continue, sorry.
Okay. So... It wasn't the weight that was the problem. The thing about certain threads is lint. Lint is not your friend. So what would happen is I'd get a bunch of lint in the needle hole, and then my threads would always snap. And, I'd finally get I'm learning, right? I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm pushing fabric, and I'm quilting along. I finally get in a good rhythm, and there goes, it snaps.
Yeah, but we use 3-ply over 2-ply a lot now. So
on our long arms,
on the long
we
arms,
actually do enjoy the 3-ply finesse.
Yeah.
We do.
I
It
like
is
it.
nice.
It looks nice. It's
I
very pretty.
haven't done it on my domestic. It's not that I don't want to. It's just, or if I tend to like to match, and they offer so many colors that I'm able to do that. And because it's so thin, everything melts like butter, and so it doesn't. I'm the type of quilter. I don't want the quilting to pop all the time. Every blue moon, I'm okay with that, and I'll do something wild and crazy. But I'm not that type of quilter. This one is. Unless the piecing needs to be shown.
There is a time and place to not do it.
Right.
But if the piecing is not like, and I don't mean this in like any kind of rude way, but like it's just a simple pattern.
Right.
You know, who cares?
Right.
It's just you're making a quilt. Then I want my quilting to be. But like if you're doing some crazy like
Intricate,
applique, this, that, the other,
or
then,
the pattern just screams like you need those secondaries.
Then I'll drop it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
you do that well. But I'm not that one that goes there.
I want every time.
Yeah,
if I could.
I know. There's the difference. So I haven't tried it yet on my domestic, but it's not because
you can't.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just the type of quilter that I am. So I like to.
Because I want to try piecing with like glide.
Yeah, you do want to try piecing, but I wouldn't do that with finesse. It's too thick, and so your squared seam would be.
Well, I would try it.
You could try it, but you're going to have to adjust that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Because it's going to take up more room.
That's fine.
But
send it. It'll be alright.
See, Sherry agrees with you. You like,
yeah.
But she uses white.
Yeah. But I like darker,
but
and I want to
white
show
pops
mine.
in color.
Yeah, but see, I use dark, and I want my quilting to pop.
You haven't gone real dark yet. Like, you haven't put black thread on white.
That's a little much.
Yeah, that'll show every error.
That works different, though.
It does.
Because I want it to pop, but I don't want it to be...
You don't want everybody to see the mistakes.
Well, I don't care about that.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't want it to be like, ugh! You know, like, oh my god! Like, I want it to be like, whoa, that's pretty, not, ugh! Like, that hits me in the face, you know? Like, there's a difference in my brain. I want it to show up, haven't tried heavier yet.
So, I will tell you, it's a very interesting thing about threads and quilting. In the United States, with Orfil, most quilters use 50 weight. But in Europe,
they use 40.
Because it is an Italy-based thread, so in Europe, Michael's correct, they use 40 weight, which is a little thicker, so it does stand a little bit more, but it's still beautiful. And I've been always wanting to do it. That means I have to buy another spool thread.
Well, then, like,
and I have every color in 50.
In 50, yeah, that's the issue. It's like, I want all these colors, but in 40.
Yeah.
If I was going to do it. Because I'm sorry, but I'm not using, like, Dove.
Yeah.
40.
It would go with some.
I don't care. I don't want it.
So
it's not bright enough.
I don't think they make variegated in 40.
That's bubkiss.
I don't think
I'm
so.
never using 40. Ever.
Why?
Because I always use variegated. That's a rule.
It's a rule?
That's a rule. I haven't made a quilt without variegated yet. Me.
You quilted my attic window, and it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
You want to bet?
Yeah.
I'll bet on it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you want to try bedazzled quilting again. Watch the short video on it and learn some do's and don'ts.
Oh, that's good. You want the thread to add to pop, not distract from the quilt. Yes.
Yeah.
I often use variegated. It really pops in some areas.
Right.
See, but then also variegated can fall away. Like, actually, in my first 2 quilts I quilted, you don't really know. Like,
it's fun because people are looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
His very first quilt is done with. Oh, we didn't bring it again. Oh, we'll do it for next week because that's a Whip Wednesday. So he used a variegated, but if you have to really look to see it, and when you're just looking at the quilt, you have no earthly idea.
Well, then your yellow one.
My yellow? I don't have a yellow.
Yellow and blues?
Oh, the blue and yellow. Yeah.
That one, you can't tell.
A lot of people. My pink one, you can't really tell either that I did. I used variegated too. Yeah. Yeah. It does. And depending on the variegated, it kind of melts into it. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. It's fun. It's fun to play. Fun to play. So there's the answer to the question. I haven't done it on my domestic yet, but it's not because
I can't.
I can't.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just because of the type of quilter. I just don't usually pop my quilting. So, yes, Colleen did get some variegated poly.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's excited. Yeah, Michael loves variegated. I mean, you can talk to him all day long. So, that is today's, and that's the only real question that I've seen so far was about the thread. And I really didn't have much to add to it because it was, I'm telling you guys, especially with the glue, it just was so enjoyable. And honestly, if you're just sitting down quilting one block at a time, every back can be different. Now, see, this is me, but if it was a black backing, I would use a bobbin. I would use black in the bobbin thread because that line is going to show up and it'll look weird. It'll stand out, right? If it's a different color. If you put white on black and you have that weird line going out there, you know, when you join them, it comes out. It's going to be like, okay, that's a little odd. So I would encourage, but see, that's the quilter in me. That's the type of quilter I am, to load your bobbin with a color that matches the backing fabric. So, but that would be really cool. Having a different block would be, every block had a different back. Wouldn't that be
Different
cool?
background?
Yeah, backing.
Backing, I mean.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah. And then, you can get crazy with that.
Yeah.
And I can quilt by
And
block.
every one of them
I
could
can quilt
have.
by block.
Yeah, but I'm talking about quilt as you go. So then you would have.
Yeah.
Every block could be quilted
Yeah,
different, though.
That's cool.
Yeah. I just think that'd be so much
I like
fun.
your little-
That's applique. That's blankets.
Thank you.
Mm.
I had no idea.
That's the cheater way. Michael is talking about this block. Here, we can show this underneath the camera real quick, and then
All right, you ready?
mm-hmm.
Switch.
Switch.
Change places.
So
Anyone know the reference?
we can move
No?
this out of the way, Michael, for now.
You are just
Okay.
asking so much of me.
I am. He was talking about my drunkard's path,
That's
and
right
he
here.
was noticing the blanket stitching. And the reason it's blanket stitch is because the method I use, instead of doing curved pieces, I make squares, and in the center, I applique a circle, and then I cut them in fourths, and then you just spin. So one block,
cheating.
yeah, one block is the dark fabric with the white circle, and then the other ones are the white background with the dark circle, and then you just spin them in different directions, and then you get your drunkard's path. So he was acknowledging the fact that I had the blanket stitch, and he kind of liked it. So
I like blanket stitch. I think they look cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
they are. And then this one, Michael, you would like this one now.
That's just half square triangles.
It is.
That's
See,
super easy.
it is. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
So that's all this is. Minus there's a patch here.
Yeah, it's
And then
it's
a
single.
patch.
It's just a 9 patch with this.
Well, it's not really.
9?
No,
Can
it's
I
not.
count? I can't count.
No, it's not a 9
It's a
patch.
6 patch.
No,
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
that'd be 9.
It is a 9 patch, isn't it?
This is a 9, but then you have to add these sides to
Oh,
it.
I wasn't looking at that for some
Oh,
reason.
but these are half square
Yeah, I didn't
triangles
think
too.
of those.
Mhm.
But this would be a 9 patch.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
right?
all. Yeah,
With a square and then a bunch of half rectangles.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, those.
HSTs.
Yeah, those things.
and that's
half square
called
triangles?
that's called a basket block.
Half square triangles.
Half square
Yeah.
triangles.
That's called a what?
A basket block.
Oh.
It looks like a basket with
Oh, and it's just a bunch of
half square triangles.
and squares.
Mhm.
I can do that.
Then you know the churn dash.
I know turn that's super easy. That's my favorite.
And then, well, we'll turn it this way.
Okay. Well, what are you doing? You're getting crazy over here.
Okay. So
What's that?
then
It's a boat.
it's a boat. That's
That's
right.
cool.
These are your sails.
So this is. Oh, I don't like.
This is
that.
a stitch and flip.
Oh.
That's all that is.
That's not hard.
No.
I can do that.
And then your half square triangles.
That's easy.
Yeah.
And then just some rectangles.
And then some rectangles.
make that.
You can.
Yeah, that's easy.
There's three rectangles. Stitch and flip and half square triangle.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
that one I. Yep.
this one I would recommend doing in foundation paper piecing till you,
Okay.
unless your 1/4 inch seam was on point.
Well, it always is.
Log cabin.
Oh, God tier.
Yeah. And last but not least is the double sawtooth.
Yeah.
And
what
they
size is
are
the
you
quilt?
could do
What size is the quilt?
this one? This
Tiny.
No. It's not tiny. So one of the things in the video, you can always figure out when somebody does quilt as you go in this method, the block sizes never change. So they're each 12.5 inches. So 3 times 12.5 is 37.5 because it's 3 across, and then 2 down, so it's 25. So 37.5 by 25. Because the block
tiny.
size never changes.
It's tiny.
Yeah.
That's why.
And you can see my skill level wasn't.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It's so fun to look back though because
Yeah.
I can see my growth. And this is flying geese. I didn't do them as half square triangles. I did them as flying geese.
Oh.
Yeah, which
Why?
I still have to teach you. Basically, you're stitching and flipping.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
But I'd rather do it in foundation paper piecing now. So there you go.
FPP for the win.
So now that I've got your a camera down here, we got a couple of, what do we got? What size is your quilt? Oh, yeah, it looks great. I think Michael should try a tumbler quilt. Sharina, you're not wrong. That would be fun.
No.
Yeah.
What is that?
He does that when he gets nervous when stuff is new. He's like, what? Ooh,
Why
I'll
are
show you a
trying to make me do
picture.
things?
Learning.
I don't
So
know.
we have 2 products that I wanted to share
Start
today.
with this one.
And I did notice we don't have the table quite where we need it to be.
It's fine. Don't
So
worry
the
about it.
first one is Charm School. It's 18 quilts in here by Vanessa Gortson.
That's a name.
Mm-hmm. And all it does is uses charm squares. And look.
Hey, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that quilt.
You almost have yours done.
Yeah, I could finish that pretty easy.
Yeah. But 18 different quilts, all done with charm squares or 5-inch squares. I think that was pretty cool. So we were requested to get this in the house, and so we do now. So it is on the What's New tab. Yes, it's on the What's New tab. In our world, it's $25.49. But super cute, right? Look at that.
Stop showing things.
I know.
Stop it.
Well,
It has directions.
I know, but see, the cat's cradle. I like this one. So, just great photography. Okay, I'm done.
It has all those.
Great photography in here. Great ideas. All with 5-inch squares. I think that's a lot of fun. Oh, look, they're normally $27.95. Just so you know.
This is a full one.
Yeah, I wanted to show the full one.
Oh.
Well, you can get the other one if you want,
it's
but I
fine.
wanted to show.
No, it's fine. I just didn't know.
So the second thing that we wanted to share with you guys, listen.
I've been
So
playing
you've been
with it.
playing. He's been playing with this. This for me is a game changer, and I wish Sherlock Holmes was here. Thank you, Sherry, for dropping the link for us in the chat. So that link will take you to exactly what's new. We've been adding stuff a lot lately. Oh, my mom loves the double sawtooth. Fun book. It is a fun book. So this is, I can't say the word.
Magnificent.
Magnificate.
Just next. Magnifying glass
It's a-
by Unique.
Exactly.
Magnificu.
No, it
Magnificu.
has, no, it
Yeah,
has
Unique. Magnificu.
Magnificu.
That's what it is.
It might be.
I'm right.
Okay.
I don't know if I am. But I'm going with it. Magnificu.
So notice this is actually on a
that one is on
machine.
a 21X Elite.
Is it? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good, Michael. He knows his machines. So, with Grace, they don't have, and a lot, actually, I don't know of any long arms that have automatic thread.
Someone does. I don't know.
Does Nova?
No. Someone does.
Anyway,
But whatever.
you can put these on any machine. It doesn't have to be on a long arm. So if you're one that doesn't have a threader, an automatic threader, or you don't like it, these things, it goes from 2, 3.5, and 5 times. It blows up that hole, okay, which is amazing. So in the box, you do get this piece right here, which you can mount to a machine. Some of the long arms will allow you to attach them in a certain way.
Well,
at least
only the 21X Elite for them do.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so like what this little piece like sits in a little. It sits here's the thing, and there's like a thing, and it sits in it, and then you screw right there. So yeah.
Magnifique. I think she's right. Magnifique. Yeah, I think it's Magnifique. But I like where you're going. We're going to have to ask Grace.
Magnifique.
Yeah.
Magnet.
So, and it also comes with this, which is allows you to have a handheld, and you can simply just change out the different magnifiers. I was thinking of Sherlock Sews, and I don't know how many of y'all feel this way. Either way, it's neat. It is, Colleen. We're gonna get on. Oh, look, see, Google said it.
Well,
Okay.
Google's a liar. I don't trust everything they tell me.
So one of the things I was thinking, even if I have one loaded, so I'm going to buy one for my domestic. The reason is, one of the comments that we were talking about with Sherlock was sometimes the lines when she's doing foundation paper piecing, like they're not clear enough for her, or they double over, or they disappear. They're hard to see, right? I'm thinking that if this is loaded on your machine, that you'll be able to see those lines a lot easier. Not just the hole for the needle eye, but also for foundation paper piecing to blow that up. Now, I will tell you the handheld's really cool too, because what?
You just go.
I do go.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I got more.
So hold on.
Only sits on what again?
This piece right here.
Well, you can pull it out.
Oh, okay. So this piece right here can only be loaded by itself on the 21X Elite. But with this piece, it can go on anything. So it just sits in, I can't do this. Sits like this, and there's like a little stickiness, and it just gets put on wherever you want it.
Where
stays.
it goes on any machine like that.
So, but it does fit on any. So it does fit on any machine because of that.
Mm-hmm. It allows you, and then you can change out the magnifier also.
You got blades now?
So the other really cool thing is if you wanted to look at your stitches to make sure everything was going well, you can, like if you need to see it, or maybe you are a long armor and you're like going underneath the frame to see how your stitches look, you can blow these things up. Michael found a skip stitch in my quilting. He said, "What's going on with this, Mom?" With the magnifier. And I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "I have a few of them because my needle needs changed."
I didn't know.
I knew. I just kept going. Yeah. So we'll change the needle, I promise. So it's really cool to have even the handheld because you can use it for various different reasons within quilting. I super love this thing. I had to put one on the long arm because I'm constant, and I'm going to take these when I teach people because I'm constantly putting thread through needles, and it's not always easy.
5 times, man. Yeah. Super zooms.
Oh yeah, 5 times.
It's like the soul of the machine. It's great.
So I wanted
whole and you become one.
Yes. Yeah. So I wanted to share this because I think it's brilliant, and being able to put it on any machine like this really can afford you the opportunity if you don't have a threader or you don't like it. Some people have one, but they can't figure out how to use it, and so they're still just doing their own threading of the needle. This is key. I mean,
I keep hearing about these self-threading needles, man.
Oh,
I've never seen them.
Yeah, we have one.
It self-threads?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Oh, I don't like that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Friends don't look at friends' quilts with magnifying guns, but sons do on their mothers.
That's true. Yes, it'll fit on any machine that way. So, Mom, you have a Sweet 16. You should be able to put that on there if you have to thread yours. Your little Rebel, definitely, you can load it on the front of the little Rebel. So, now it has only one sticker. So, if you pull it off, you're going to have, like, maybe an idea is to put Velcro. And then you could switch between machines. Velcro sticked on yeah, you got you? You tracking? I'm thinking that's brilliant.
Seems like a lot of work. I just buy more than one.
Well, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not too... Oh, I don't have a price on here. I don't have a price on it.
Good job, Angel.
No, that's the one I gave you that needed to be priced. Let's
you
take
didn't give me anything.
a...
Lies and deception.
They're in the what's new.
You did something.
I'm going real quick. I want to tell you what we're selling them for. I'm going to the shop. Where's the shop button? There we go. Well, Dad put all those logos on there. Now I can't find anything. Okay, so it is. Oh, they are expensive. Oh. See, I'd buy one.
I'm only buying one. Never mind.
So they're $84.99. So they're not cheap.
Guess I'm getting Velcro. But I also am not going to put it on more than one machine.
I'd love to have another one on the 16.
But I would just do this.
Oh, you could. You could just hold handheld. But you got to use only one hand.
I don't know if I like that. This is all.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I do normally.
I'm going to take it and just, yeah, I only use one hand usually when I'm threading.
Yeah, and then I grab it. Yeah, so no, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these are what I'm going to take when I go to home visits.
Yeah,
so,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I would too.
So at any rate, I wanted best tip I ever got to thread a needle is to dampen the needle hole.
Yeah, if you go.
Oh.
Yep. Or if you do both the thread and the needle.
You're not supposed to wet the thread.
Bull.
Yeah.
You just cut off the end of it.
Yeah. You make it clean.
Yeah, that's irrelevant. But if you get it wet and then it helps get it through it, and if you lick and then put it on there too, and then stick it through, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just cut the end off. Who cares? It's probably cruddy at that point. Anyways, 'cause you're trying to shove it in that tiny hole for an hour and a half.
That is it, but I like the idea of getting the needle dampened. That's a good idea. Yeah. I've gotten really good at it. I can't even see, but I can just.
I got it pretty down now too, but I like having that thing anyways.
I know.
Now I'm not playing the guessing game of I'm really good at this because of muscle memory, not because I can see.
Yeah, I know.
Spit works. Spit is amazing.
Oh yeah, my mom said spit works. Ain't that the truth? You want to go ahead and switch us back?
Switch back, yeah. What are you doing?
I'm moving.
Can you pause at all?
No.
You don't have. You need an off button. Chill.
So that's the two things that I wanted to share with you that came in new. But check out that What's New tab. There's a constant flow. We are getting several bolts tomorrow. The March order, it's not full. It's not full. Most of it is coming. Mm-hmm. So we are getting some new fabrics in. And I will tell you, there's Thanksgiving and Halloween in there already. Yep. Michael was counting his fingers. He's like, wait a minute, we're in April. March, April, May, June, July. Yeah. QT's always a month ahead of the rest of them.
Well, I still was trying to figure it out. I was like, is it really that close?
Yeah.
It is.
But was everything in there related? No, there's some other stuff in there, right? Besides, no, it's all Thanksgiving and Halloween?
I mean, maybe like fall.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's still Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I mean, fall and Thanksgiving.
Yeah, like one of the lines is, how do you say that word?
What?
Cornuopius?
That.
Is that
Sure.
really how we say
good.
that?
I don't know. That's a fake word.
So it should be hitting online by Friday, depending on what time it shows up tomorrow. So.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Yay! So that's what we have. Today was the video. I hope that was helpful. I'd love to hear if you guys try it, if you liked it too. Because I got to tell you, it has changed my mind about things on doing Quilt As You Go. And saying that, I got to explain something. One more thing. I didn't explain this. So when you add your rows, okay, so we did 3 blocks and we made it a row, okay? Okay.
Do you want me to hold it?
So, yeah. So when you add the next row, you put, mine are big blocks, okay? But if yours were smaller, it would be even better. But when you add the row, you put this on the inside of your machine and the bigger part on the outside. So when I added the next row, these two would be facing away from the machine, and still I'd only have 1 block worth sitting underneath. So as you add your rows, you're not dealing with like this huge, bulky, crazy quilt. You're just dealing with a row at a time when you're adding those up together. And that makes it even more manageable. So I had to say that. I totally forgot. May starts next week.
Oh, it's almost Tam's birthday. And Melvin.
Yeah. And your nephew. His birthday's in May.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's been a year since he's born?
I know. Time flies when you're having fun.
Something.
Yeah. So Michael will be loading a long arm within the next couple of days. He does have some pictures he's going to put together for you all to show you some of the craziness he went through. But y'all get to see more of him and his quilts, and quilting and robotics and just all kinds of stuff.
Robotics.
Yeah. You'll get to see a lot more of that side of things because that's what he loves. So, yeah. We'll be coming at
And I
you with
have a
that.
machine here.
Yes.
I don't gotta go anywhere.
You ain't got to go anywhere.
I just come here and quilt.
Yeah, and just come here and quilt. And I will tell you, next week is Whip Wednesday. So I will have the charity quilt top done. And Michael will begin quilting it. That's the fast part, though.
I'm trying not to think about it.
The loading is a little slow, but
That's not that big a deal.
yeah.
I don't have an issue with loading anymore.
You haven't loaded in months.
Nah, it's fine. We just loaded one the other day. On the hoop frame. The only difference is
that's-
I gotta go like this.
And that was a small quilt.
It's a small quilt too.
That one's bigger than what's on the hoop frame.
Ooh. It's not a quilt. It's not a king size. I've done that.
Quilt as you go is a wonderful method. Yeah, Sherry's done like a queen size quilt or some crazy doing quilt as you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That it is, but it makes it so much more manageable.
Yeah,
you know.
makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm just quilting it.
yeah. Well, you're spoiled.
Yeah.
You are. You never had to buy a long arm. You just got.
Doesn't mean I'm not. I'm
Inherited.
spoiled. I'm not spoiled of anything. I just have the ability to use other people's stuff. That doesn't make me spoiled. I don't. Do I own a long arm? No.
No,
I'm not spoiled. The
Hey,
shop's spoiled. You're spoiled.
I have my own. Yeah,
Yeah. I don't
Although-
have nothing.
you're borrowing my tablet.
Well, you're not quilting.
So yes, it is, Sherry. I agree with you on that one. So that's what we have for today.
Sounds good.
And again, if you're watching hashtag replay, if you try this method, let me know what you think. Would love, love, love. Smaller quilts are easier to wash. I just throw them in the washing
I was
machine.
gonna say I don't know how that works because
Yeah.
I just wash.
Yeah, we just throw them in the washing
But I
machine.
like the crinkly. So it's like I get two quilts because I get to make it and I use it until it needs washed. And then the day you wash it, you're like, ooh, the crinkles happen. So it's two quilts for one.
Yeah, he really likes the crinkle. So don't do anything in poly. Poly batting. It,
Oh, yeah,
it doesn't
no.
crinkle.
No. I don't like 80-20.
80-20 will crinkle.
Yeah, but it's not the same as like wool.
Like cotton is not. No, wool won't crinkle.
Okay.
It doesn't shrink.
Yeah, you're right.
He
I don't
loves
know what
wool
else to
batting.
know. Guess it's my cotton.
Cotton.
Yep.
Cotton is what you like because it crinkles.
I like
80-20 does too.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's straight poly that doesn't. Thank you, then,
Then it's more
snuggly. Yes. So, I'm going to let y'all get going. We will be back here live with Whip Wednesday and a finished quilt top for sure. And anything else, we'll see if he's going to be working on the machine. So, I'm not sure how far he's going to get in his piecing. He's like, I just want to play on the machine.
That's all I want to do.
He's ready.
That's where my heart
He
is.
loves quilting. So, and he really looks forward to teaching. I had no idea until today. So we can look forward to some of that too. That'll be fun. Yeah. Because he's really good at it. So,
Supposedly.
queen size don't fit in all. Oh, that's true, Sharina. That's true. That is a true statement. You're not wrong about that. So I don't tend to quilt big quilts. The one that we quilted that was our nightmare, we didn't even piece that one.
No.
No, I'm piecing one, so we'll have to quilt again. Oh, you can do a whole bunch of block work in that one. You can custom all you want on that. The one I'm piecing.
For what?
The kaleidoscope. I have that I'm pieced.
Oh.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of craziness on that
I
one.
could.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't care.
No.
Oh, okay.
And then one other one I've done. And I got to tell you, I'm not a big quilt person. Although I will say this is the only sad part. And somebody pointed this out to me. They said, well, you got to get one. I have a California King. So they said, well, you got to get one on your bed. I don't have a quilt on my bed. So they're not wrong. I gotta make a really big quilt. But we won't be. I'll either have to send it off, or we'll have to wait till we're in our bigger place when we have the extra 2 feet on our 10-foot because it won't fit. Yeah.
I'm processing.
Yeah. We could hoop frame it
Yeah.
with
And I can
robotics.
quilt that, yeah. I can quilt that pretty easy on a hoop frame. Especially with 6. Yeah, that wouldn't be hard. It may not be perfect. It'll be a test for me, but I could do it.
Yeah. That'll be fun. We'll talk later. All right. So I'm going to let y'all get going. I appreciate y'all stopping by. This is fun. It's always fun. Glad to see each and every one of you and do it in 2 parts. Not on a rolling frame. You're confined to the size of your rolling
The length.
frame. Yeah.
The length is the issue there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can't go over the roll. But the hoop frame, you can go up to whatever size quilt. So that's why he's talking about using the hoop frame. And he's not wrong. We could probably play with that because it can take robotics too.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be a fun thing y'all will get to see. I got to make it first, though, and that's going to be a long time. Yeah.
We'll probably all be old.
You would go with 2 smaller quilts on. You know what, Sharina, that ain't a bad idea because I don't share my blankets.
Oh, yeah. I can make one for you and one for Dad.
There you go. Done.
And it would fit on my rolling. I quilt them both for you guys.
Yeah, there you go.
There you
Perfect.
go.
Yeah.
Done.
Time.
Too easy.
Love it.
I do now, though, have the desire to do that, though.
I know.
Yeah.
That
to
hoop
play with
frame
it.
is amazing.
There's
We've
a lot I
learned.
can do with
We first time we ever saw a hoop frame, I always tell people I looked at that thing and I said, "Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a nightmare."
It's not bad.
It's not.
No.
It is a lot easier than we thought, and so we've come to enjoy them, and they have their place.
Yeah.
If we had a preference, we want a rolling rail.
Oh, every day.
But
And I want it to be like 14 feet, not 12.
oh my God,
What?
that's huge.
Yeah. Just let it quilt.
What do you need 14 feet for? 14. What's 14 times 12?
Times? A lot. 12 by 12 is 144, so it's more than that. It's like 200 something.
Who makes a quilt that big? Nobody.
I will.
Oh yeah, right.
I will tell someone else to do it for me.
Nobody makes a quilt that big. What are you doing with a quilt that big? Where are you going to put that quilt?
On your bed.
On the outside
On
walls?
your bed.
Make it out of canvas. Then you can hang it outside.
That'd be sick.
Anyway, we just keep going.
I
Oh,
love quilting.
I know. That would be fun. Not that big. We don't need 14 feet. No. If you're going to do 14 feet, you're going to be quilting for other people.
Oh, I agree.
Oh, wow. Okay, guys. So we'll see you all next week. And until next time, you got anything else? Anybody got anything else? Until next time. You got something?
Nope.
Anything? Okay.
We're good.
May you all continue to be inspired, productive, ever so joyful. Never stop believing and never stop making your dreams in quilting come true. Happy Hump Day. Whoop, whoop. Happy quilt as you go.
Stay safe.
See you all soon. Love y'all.